About your own personal capture. And you spoke about the men that had come to capture you. I think we should start from that point so that we're able to follow fully what you're trying to tell us. Please go ahead.
I was sitting under my veranda. I was removing my maize, the cob from the moist cob. I'm removing seeds from the cob itself. He came to me wearing red. Plus 2 soldiers. Some were standing at the compound gate, but there was also people who were wearing the same red. He said, "Let us go." I asked, "Where?" He said, "My elder, get up and go and board the vehicle." I told them, "I don't know where I am going to, so I cannot go." He said, "If I don't get up, he will make my body hot." I felt very unhappy, but I left my maize there and I followed them. Even if I walk slowly, the 2 soldiers are behind me, they'll keep on pushing me. By that time, one of the guys wearing red was standing at the compound gate. He was holding a big mirror. He was waving the mirror around, but the moment he saw me get up, he turned his back. Where he went to, I don't know, because I was very unhappy at that point. So I was concentrating on the guys who were going with me. Well, it was only Allah's destination. I didn't die that day. That's how they took me along and put me on board a vehicle. They took me on board a pickup and took me along to the main bus. When I arrived at where the bus was parked, I found it full, and it was full of women. They said, let me alight. I alighted. They said, let me go and join the other vehicle where you have men.
Thank you, Mr. Sane. Let's stop for a while so that I can just get some more details from you.
Mr. Sane,
you mentioned that 2 men who were dressed in red came to your house.
Yes. One of them approached me. He is the guy who came to me. The other one stood at the compound gate.
Yes, I understand that. But there were 2 men that were dressed in red that came to your house that day.
Yes.
Can you describe further what they were wearing?
Yeah, they themselves.
Are you referring to they themselves, Council?
Yes, I'm referring to the men who were dressed in red. Can you describe what their dress looked like? I know you've already described the color, but perhaps can you tell us what else was on their dress and whether they had anything on their head, for example?
Ninga buta o fen wulengol la fo fen ko ten soro dala ba membe chokiringi la fengol bala bam fo e na fo fanan dunde bam
ye daba kutru bala dum they were wearing the local big cultural trouser
den ka kanya ngo bulutala de kabanta mulungolem ya duma le muta.
And the shirt is a sleeveless one.
Ye fewulengol nim fen greenol le kabala. Bar wuleringol fiata buluringol.
On this red shirt, there were things like blue and more red pieces of cloth sewn on it.
Ila nafo bala nafo fana fewulengol beji. Abemi wuleringol de kabate fo kabatele nemba fo famfele ndante ndangol woli yolle kabala akarobe.
The hat is also red, and it was adorned with mirrors all around the hat.
You also mentioned that one of them held a mirror in his hand.
Ya fo jam fanon ko sorote kono je me alon ko famfele ndaw be bulo kono.
Ha be wolo be lorun korra bundar famfele nambare wotala kulera ñu be.
Yes, that's the man standing at the compound gate. He had a big mirror which was bigger than all the other mirrors they were having.
And you mentioned that this mirror was being turned and twisted. Can you tell us towards what direction?
Andu ya fo jam fanon ko nyim famfele ndantiyo nyinga be famfele ndon di murum din kan ba murum din ka yelamandi fo sa fo no nyim famfele ndalo murum din ngoni aka nyaatili ni njumal la
aka nyaatili na mbe korra men kono aka nyaatili ni korra nyine la ni fam.
He was pointing the mirror towards myself and the inner areas of my compound.
And was there anything else that he was holding apart from the mirror?
Ninga bora famfele ndawla men ba bulo kono fo ku ko tan do fana ba bulo men tarta bulo kono ba
Membe korra do fanko bole bulu ti feño.
The one standing at the compound gate also had a cow tail in his hand.
And apart from these men who were dressed in red, who else was with them?
Ninga bora nyin ke fulo la men nyin fewulam dum jumale fana benu ma benu dinkiraro
Sojar fula.
2 soldiers were present.
And you said they had told you that if you do not go with them, they will make your body hot. Can you tell us what that means?
Andu yafo fanan ko ni manta e bule noma ila kangola e memfo ya maro nyin be balo kandindi dal o ko to muneti
ha nga fo nun jang nga jenu ibe momel li pakam banta. Nga kilo wala ma ko tuma do nimma wuli bo nyon ne kelem fanala.
Where I was sitting down, I observed them beating somebody outside. So when he told me that, I also thought that if I refused, what they did to that man outside was going to be the same thing that they are going to do to me.
And what happened after you were taken away?
muna nata nage biri nata ni samba
yen samba iko nga bula moto kono pick up kono yembula ni pick up kono kan samba tabo kono.
I was made to board a pickup vehicle and they took me to the big tree
called
Tabokoto.
And when you got to that big tree, can you describe the environment to us? What was happening in that area?
o tabo nyindo kabri ye fulande o tabo nyindo fo tabo nyindo koto je kabri fulande je alhalo ya je nyaadi le fo so fo no nyaba
ko la bak.
It was very hard.
Ngamo men taraje.
The amount of people I found there,
Niyo ku yara bak.
I was very unhappy.
Ala la long momen nankamo ben je bantata konto fo no momen nankamo be je ani tolbe Kenya men naje.
I cannot even estimate the amount of people there, but there were a lot of people there, and what they were doing to those people is very, very hard. It's only Allah who can tell.
Can you tell us what they were doing to these people?
My own elder brother,
Tumado atuluma long jang bara kafaye malanga gay.
Maybe you don't know him, but he's called Malanga Gay.
Ya nati je.
They brought him there.
Ya balot limbale abak.
He was beaten mercilessly.
Hanni ko bita sumuna le bikaso.
Even if you want to go and ease yourself, they will say no.
Ndingo me nga wulu o fula ngol kafo ngata sumuna nyabe tilindin.
People whom you know, my own biological children are older than them. They will say, if I am going to ease myself, they will be standing watching over me.
Yen nati ka balot limbale adoron koy nyimman kendea solo bo jang ko abe tawalla.
When they brought my brother and they brutalized him, I told them, this man is not well. Solo Bojang said, the man is doing things deliberately.
Kay solo nying nabe kendea rennu ikamen kalete o kelala.
I told Solo, if this man had been quite well, what you are doing to him today,
ni la
you
ko kuyata ñoye wala to
will not be able to do that to him. That's where everything went bad.
nko ikam men ke jan na traité de fangoni te fulalem itaw kelenna kay idinda sidinola.
I told him what we are doing here, even if it was the two of us, you cannot tie me, you will not even be able to do anything to me.
And ñimunte kotolati.
And this man is my elder brother.
Aman kendea.
He is sick.
Ite malo mbarita ngalo ne ko sono kurang la bal.
You don't know, but I know that this man is mentally ill.
Momo be shinteri bota kallaji le bota kamankale bota kallaji bota dawdawo area le be al nako kew ñimman kendea.
All people living around those areas, Sinted, Kallaji, Kamanka, and the other satellite villages, all of them knew that this man is not well. He said, if I don't shut my mouth, he will deal with me brutally. I told him, do it to me. But my brother was seriously brutalized. He was seriously beaten. After that, he released him. When he released the man, when the man was going, he said, you see, this man was just pretending. There is nothing wrong with him.
And can you please tell us why they were beating your brother in such a manner?
He simply told them that there is no witch or wizard in Sintet. He told them that there is no witch or wizard here. Don't trouble us. There is no witch or wizard here. They said the reason why the man said such words, this was the reason why they were beating him.
And was your brother with his mental faculties?
Now he has passed away. After they brutalized him, less than 3 years he died.
And at that point, I'm asking whether he was normal, whether he was mentally fit.
Well, he was mentally retarded. In fact, when they were doing this to him, he was insulting, seriously.
And you mentioned a particular Solo Bojang. Who was he?
Solo Bojang to Fojang. Jumala ni Solo Bojang.
He's the guy who comes with these soldiers. In fact, I can say he was leading them that day.
Fom furata kanila wotumo le kafa solo boje iko nyina solo boje wala ko nyina solo boje onim bitema fo hane lakira ni wota je ala ko tumo
I didn't know him before, but that day I had people calling him Solo, and later on I heard somebody saying that this is the man called Solo Bojang. We were with him throughout until we left that place for Kanilai.
And what gave you the impression that he was the one leading the soldiers on that day?
Whoever comes, he is the focal point. They all go to him to talk to him. I see. Even the fullers, if somebody is captured, he is the guy who tells them what to do. Either leave this person or capture this person. All the orders come from him.
So not only was he leading the soldiers, but he was also leading the entire operation that was going on that day at Sintet.
Yes, he was leading everything.
And did you observe any other activity that was going on around that big tree?
At
this point, where were the green boys?
Green boys were making jamba dunaldi ile
ntelbe nyin tabado koto na lopitano balaje tabole beji tababa ibe green boys wol ning sungutolu kat sada ko man sungutu jide bari la tabo ko be tan ko solo daming ibebe woleto ila sungudini le bula ko solo wolto man fute made bari ngi hannan ika bulo ko wolto ke don je ka wuri.
There were 2 big taba trees there. We were under the other one. The other one, that's where the drumming and dancing was going on. That's where all the green boys and girls were stationed. That's where they were dancing and singing.
But I did not go there.
I didn't reach them. I didn't go there, but I saw them there.
And you've already mentioned that there were 2 vehicles that were parked in the area.
And ya fo jam fanan ko moto fula wala ben lori ni dinkira nyinto je.
Yes.
You mentioned a truck where the men who were captured were kept.
And ya fo jam fanan ko moto ba fanan benu je kewol ni yemelu muta yol bulandi wala kon.
Yes.
And a bus where the women were boarded.
Boss wo nyingi musol bulandi wala kon.
Musol damale o fandi.
Yes, that bus was filled with women alone.
And can you describe the bus and the truck to us?
Boss wo nyin al halo anin moto bani ila hal al halo nyi fo iso sata don nyeba.
Yo, folo ndolo be kewol be moto ba men kono. So joro la moto ba so amanke moto ba ko tetara moto ba ko so joro la moto ba yem fandi wala kono.
First of all, the truck we boarded is not a passenger truck. It was a military truck. That's where we were all put together inside. They said, let's sit down.
The
Soldiers surrounded us. They were guarding us. Inside the bus, it was filled with women alone. In fact, it was so full that some were sitting on the floor of the bus because all the seats were occupied. This is how they brought us until we entered Kanilai. I didn't This is how we went to Kanilai. I didn't see outside because I was sitting on the floor of the vehicle, so you cannot see outside. But I saw that the vehicle came, it made turns until where it stopped. They said this is Yaya Jammeh's compound.
And can you tell us at what point the vehicle left Sintet for Kanilai? At what time?
Since the
evening prayers,
Kabirin 10 to 11 dal, some minutes to 11. Yente muta, into the motor gel, Yente muta, Yensamana G, Cabro Somanda, interregil for 5.
Since I was captured around 10 to 11 in the morning, they took us to where they made us sit down and wait. That's where we were sitting down until around 5 p.m. Even I wanted to go and pray the afternoon prayers. They said I will not alight from the vehicle. I told them to kill me. When I alighted from the vehicle, they stood in front of me. That's where I performed the sand ablution. That's where I prayed, and then I went back on board the vehicle.
And were you given anything to eat or drink during this time?
Even water, I was not given much more food.
Were you told where you were being taken to?
I came to know that we are going to Kanilai only when we arrived there. Around 2 p.m., my son found me on board this vehicle. When he saw me, he asked me, "Father, what is it?" I told him that, well, I have been... He asked me, now, what did you do with the doors? I said, well, the doors are wide open, go there.
God is
He cried and left, and he went crying.
And at this point, can you tell us how you felt?
I also cried because I didn't leave anybody at my home. Because They captured me. They captured my uncle's wife, and I had only one son there. He went to school that morning. Nobody was in the compound.
And where was your wife at this time?
akamda sama nyin kube kala nga kulli soto kombo tata kulli la kombo.
Well, it happened that the day before this incident took place, we had a naming ceremony in Kombo. That's where she went to.
And on that day, you and your mother-in-law were the only ones at home, and they captured both of you.
Amunda ni lungola lumela ni kumbega ite ni bama dinding ani dinding wala be sokoro
nda nani ndingin dinke wada mala be sokon.
Yes, we were the only three people at home, myself, my aunt, and my son.
And you have provided a list of people that were captured in Sintet to me. Is that correct?
Ye mol tol dinna jamme yalon ko ye muda Sintet le foto nyalem ba.
Yes.
And these are victims, both male and female.
Nu ñinu mol le me yalon ko be muda tarta bulata ñi mo muda mol le kono ko holde musol ho wala.
Yes.
You have expressed your desire not to name these people in public. Is that correct?
Ye ngani yo tale pour ikane to fo ka jama kono pour jama si tol moy foto nyalem.
Yes. That's how I wanted it.
And because of that, we have provided a protected information sheet for all of these names.
Dali lo kamba ina na kaiti di ka me protected witness sheet pour ni mol be tol itara bala.
And as I have already explained, these names are protected and they are confidential.
Nyimol tol le yeke tol le me alon ko be tankale andum be tara suturalin.
And apart from members of the legal team and the commissioners, nobody knows what is written on that list.
Ning abota tol loyal la karola ning commissioner ko kiyama na no lan ko la mem kera commissioner de mote je member e tol jela.
I have also explained that even the legal team and the commissioners are under an obligation to keep these names confidential.
Andung aya foye fanango tol loyal aning commissioner tol be sar tol le ko me alon ko o sar tol le imara pour ikana nyimol tol kene wanyar.
And so please be rest assured that these names will not be revealed.
Wa be lamale andi na nyinna ko si yetengu juso e sabari juso e sumaya ko nyimol tol e be surala e be tankala le te wanyar.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to tender the protected information sheet for the witness, dated today's date, into the record as Exhibit 100.
Request granted. Thank you.
Kiaman kaya sondale silang isa dundi no diamo kono. Anu ya da lafa diamo kono to dia le ka me Exhibit 100.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Sane.
Mr. Sane.
So once you boarded the truck and you went to Kanilai together with the bus that also had the women on it, tell us what happened when you got there.
Mr. Sane ko tembo men na e bulata moroba nyin kono ani musol fana bulata la boso nyin kono pour kata Kanilai. Silanga fonye bang kabral fura Kanilai mun na tanake.
Kabirun moto ko fungo da fumra Kanilai.
When the vehicle went until we reached Kanilai,
Ikongaji jandem fo woni tolemba fo wami de maron kaliya jameya.
They said, let's alight from the vehicle. This is the place called Woni, where this is Yaya Jame's home.
Njita.
We alighted.
Ye kino lunati.
They brought food.
Konga dogo.
They said, let's eat.
Nkonte ta indomanola.
I said, I cannot eat these food.
Between
me and God. I said, I left my only son back.
Do sotla sam malong ala durne along indo nam de dinjewde
he's the only
kontong
he's the only son I have no other children. He is the only one. I left him. He didn't have lunch, and I don't know whether I will have another son again in my life. Apart from the lunch I gave him in the morning when he was going to school. There was no food at home at that time. I know he's in his uncle's compound. Because I don't know whether he was going to have to eat or not. Because when he was leaving me, he was crying. I said, I will not leave my son behind with hunger. Me being brought here and let me eat, I will die rather than have this food.
Mr. Sane, please take your time. We are really sorry about what happened to you and your family. I know it's really difficult. Are you in a position to proceed?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Can you tell us how you got the information that where you were taken to was the ex-president Yaya Jammeh's residence?
Faisa fono nye kibaro soto mindole dingirani to kabral furaje ko jamu ya president membe nunya Yaya Jammeh ala kordala ngamu ya la mol fongol de laji
I heard it from his own people there. They were saying that Oga didn't come today. I asked, who is Oga? They said, Yaya Jammeh is called Oga.
And can you describe what the building that you were taken to looked like?
Pesa fono nye bungo nyi yal samba dame to bungo nyi to ala bungo nyi al halo be ngadi le
nga boro min dameng ani yen jani dame kam den jani janni concrete ko be jang cement kenten be jet.
Well, where we drank the medicine and where we were hosted are two different places, but where we were made to sit down is bare concrete floor.
Ala nyin temma fango kamunta ko stadium wala stadium be nyame.
On the other side,
wala be jiya ya wulindi fo santo mor ka selari je krasi je.
On the other side was just like a stadium. It had steps where people sit down, people climb up there to go and sit on those steps.
Ibe hirinje nyi mara karola ten ye bungu jango tanina je ko nyene mo oka ko la bon ya jamere bon bum balé mo bu njangol dum.
That stadium like place, if you sit down there on the left hand side, there is a big story building which they pointed out to me that that story building is where Yaya Jammeh lives. It's a big building.
Barorum bunsudu ngol le baba la jete bar nyim bunjango yow tande ko mo Yaya Jammeh tal bundol be je be lo kay meba.
There were other buildings around, but those ones were floor buildings. But the story building, the big one, they said it belongs to Yaya Jammeh. And there were other buildings which were being constructed nearby.
Indo men ka ko kam da stadium ala side thing ala nyim burba karola akam da swimming pool le beji bar bambol le ba ko non kadum fo nyaade bambo jiji.
This stadium like place, on the other side of it there is a swimming pool there, but in that swimming pool you have crocodiles there, because I personally saw crocodiles in that pool.
Anyatli ngolantada ye mindi bororo wala to ala nyin wo fana la nyin katire sonko duma fanteng ila misiro le mba fo jama nga bola to ngalan soro sar wala ko.
So the front side of that stadium like building, that's where we drank this medicine. But on its other side also is
you have a mosque there.
You have a mosque where they
pray the 5 o'clock prayer.
Apart from that evening prayer, whether I later prayed or not, I cannot tell. I repeat the prayers on the following day. But on that day, I cannot remember whether I prayed or not.
Mr. Sane, let's just take a few steps back. You mentioned that there was a particular room where you were interviewed and then later you were taken to drink the concoction.
Mr. Sane ngamuru koma domanding ya fo jang ko bungo do sotata je me alon ko ye interview sotata je wala mi ye nyini karo ni jabiro kunte ni tema biro botala ye samba bori min dara ye mindi borol.
Hani?
No,
ngamen fo mo inde ko kabare mindi borola ni ko men fi seata e ka samana ndamen jimbam mulungo banta kamda benteng ko yango ba kunto sandu e kan samana wolde kan yininka fote sa fo konte mu buade be ka fo yininka ko ka afo mu buade.
Well, what I said was that there was, after drinking this medicine, there was a big bench, like a bantaba, with a cover on top. After drinking the medicine, that's where they bring you. That's where they make you to sit down. And what they used to tell you is that, say that I am a witch.
Very well. Then let's just start from what happened when you first got to Kanilai. So you were taken to drink the concoction first. Is that correct?
Ako wala silang ngata murung koma walang kabri furata Kanilai ye sambala puriyata ye boro nyimmi.
Iko ngata boro mingola.
They said, let's go and drink the medicine.
Ntata je pana fula le beji.
We went there. There were 2 pans.
Nyindo mu kurangol.
One is for bathing.
Nyindo mindang.
The other one is for drinking.
Bar ngamera nite fong ni manyina kamo kono le mujeti.
If I can recall properly, that place is a toilet.
Dia kuyale mu momo fudata je foshida je yemin.
It is a matter of must, whether you like it or not, you will have to drink that medicine.
Male be mu de fero kele membe ibadla mi ngota bari foshi dindi gol bun ko tay min.
I don't know whatever you can do, but you will have to go into that room
Kabirin
and drink this medicine.
Kabirin dunta je.
When I went in there,
Ikom yemol mindi kom fananga dunta.
people were made to drink. They said, let me also go in. Then I went in. They said, let me take off my shirt.
Jannen ka fuda dende ka bodu la ye chekle folo. Momo jelle be bulu.
Before arriving at the place where you will take off your shirt, they checked each and every one of us to see, all of us, how much you have.
Kodo ade mobile.
They checked us and to see, each and every one of us, how much money you have and your mobile.
What mobile man siya back o nyama.
By that time, there were not many mobiles around the up areas.
Because Nokia be siarim back. What ben defang budu tembo.
During those days, it was the Nokia mobile which was plenty. In fact, myself, I had a Nokia mobile at that time. They found that Nokia mobile with me plus $360. And I don't know how many coins I had. But my Nokia mobile, that's where it got lost. But later on they said they returned it to me. But imagine somebody who is completely drunk, who is not aware of himself. You say you've given him a mobile. I was not aware of it. The money, I saw that one. When I arrived at home, when my people came for me, I found out that the money is in my pocket. Where I alighted from the bus, there is a shop there. When my elder brother put his hand in my pocket and found the money there, he bought 3 tins of milk. He said, okay, let's go and you have to drink this. This is how they took me home.
Please, before getting there, can you just tell us who gave you the concoction to drink?
It was a fuller man. The time he was giving me this medicine, he was wearing only a singlet, but still he was wearing the big trousers they normally wore.
And are these the same men that captured you from your village?
Yes, they are the people whom we came with.
And how do you know they were fuller?
Well, as for me, where I was born, we were staying with Fullers I grew up with Fulas. Maybe I cannot say it clearly, but if you speak Fula, I can understand you.
And did they speak Fula to you that day?
Fo lungole diamute fula kan tola ba.
Ha kabiri alo tan kunta kwenye maube.
Yes, because when he stood over me, the word he used was Maube.
And what does that mean?
Okoto muneti.
Akwenye keba.
That means an elder.
And the Fula they were speaking, was it Fula from the Gambia or around the region?
Ika fula kan sifa me fo na Gambia fula kan lembang fon nay tundo kan fula kan ko la fo.
Alhamdulillah wo manke jam fula linte. Banku fula bota wala do banku fula.
Thanks to Allah, that kind of Fula is not from the Gambia Fula. They can be from two countries,
Guinea Conakry
either
or
Guinea
Mali.
Conakry or Mali.
Nyimbanku fulo nada jam.
It's one of these two countries they came from.
And so you were sure that they were not locals?
Amunta ilata jindal ko amanke na
Manke hani
Gambia.
manke jam fulol.
No, I know that they are not Fulas from the Gambia.
And were they assisted by anyone?
Ko mosto dalo jeedo membe de makannum.
Hay nim men kana ni sojoro men na kan. Woka woni kadi am fula kanole la.
Yes.
Ani la keba fon.
Because the
Solo
soldier they came with to me, he communicates with them in Fula. And even their leader, Solo Bojang, also speaks to them in Fula.
And can you tell us what the concoction was like?
Boro nyi al halo nyi fo isa fono nyawa be nyaadi le boro nyi be nyaadi le.
How did it taste?
Lata bak.
He
Boro
said
nying alhamdulillah bari bimba sen kankang. Kulo akolata bak.
it was really hard, as far as I am able to narrate it today, thanks to Allah, but really it
Boro
was
nying
hard.
Kenya nteta fono la be nyamen.
I cannot describe the medicine how it was,
Bari jambulu ba kono.
but it had leaves in it.
Ntenga jamba sifa fula bondi nalen koto.
I took out 2 different leaves from under my tongue after drinking the medicine.
Do
One of them
o kamuntere talikunan jambo. Oni talikunan na jambo kamulu.
just looked like the leaves of a tree called tallow in Mandinka.
Aning nyi yirido flat nyama do kata yiro amanke yiribati. Aka falin sunduk ngole. Kube jaro ani wala kamulu.
And the other leaf looks like the leaves of Kube Jara.
And do we have an interpretation of these local words in English?
Well, really, I don't know the name of that tree in English.
All right, thank you very much. Can you go on and tell us how it made you feel after you drank it?
Ko isa fono nyi ila boro mindin kola ayeke nyaadi le.
Woto kolata bak.
That part is too hard,
Woto kolata bak.
really hard.
Kabiri yemindi boro la.
From the moment I drank that medicine,
Yem findinde nata jimbaw la.
they brought me out and made me to sit under that veranda.
Budung woto kay man feng kala mo to fa samu.
Well, from that moment where I was,
Akuma kuma foto ko nga sikale.
I was not aware of anything else
Man
till
to
the
nya
following
foto.
day.
Katum makala mo.
If I say that I have done anything there, no, that cannot be
Fom
true.
fatale o fombalu dala samo le nga kala mo ko mbe dunia le.
Because I didn't know whether I was dead or I was alive. I couldn't tell. It was only the following day that I came to be aware of myself.
And was it immediately after you were given the liquid to drink that you had to take a bath in it?
Fo kabri yenyi boro di la ya min tariya to le mbay narna dila pour yindo dila pour yeku fana.
Kabiri yenku wodumo inatna mindi e boro nyindi na ngamin ay kopo fanda fay nyaka dunia finta mawol. Kam busala kende kede fuddo man nembe boyna.
After they bathed me, there's a time when they gave me a full cup of this concoction for me to drink it. In fact, after that, he had to throw some on my face and hit me. I nearly fell down. But that was the moment when everything went black for me. I couldn't see anything I couldn't see anything from that moment.
So how much of the concoction were you given to drink?
Yenyi boro nyi ya Cups or how many cups or?
Yes.
Your cup, your poti nyad jelle di la pour yamin.
Follow.
Firstly,
Your copunya killing din nanin to ngaming.
I was made to drink 1 full cup and a half, which I drank.
What was the size of the cup?
Nin kopo nyi ngala waro nyi be nyadi le.
Liter olem dal.
I can say it was 1 liter.
And
Ni
what,
minna kopolem.
It was just the normal cup people used to drink with.
But kamoto olem de.
But this room was it was a toilet. It was inside the toilet.
and the liquid that you had to take a bath in, was it the same liquid that you drank or was it different?
Bori jiyo men ye kuala. Fo ani ni bori jiyo men ya men fana be mo bori ji kili woni.
Inyal man kiliya.
They are two different things.
Bari nyindo mamin de mawlo kuniya ne ngala basiyat nan kamolo bari inyal man kiliya.
The other one, I didn't drink that one. I didn't drink that one. I don't know how it tastes. So I cannot say anything about that one. That's the one I bathed with.
Did it have a distinctive smell, for example, the one that you took a bath in?
Fo ala sero nyi ani nyi do yemen ye ku men na ila sero nyi farata ba nyi fulol.
Ha, ifarata nyindo sero mandia.
Yes.
Nan ku men na ko sun kambak.
They are two different things. The one I bathed with is very, very smelly.
And at what point were you taken out and then certain people started asking you questions?
Tembe jumala mi ye findindi banda, we finta banda pour modol ke nyininka rol la.
Asamo,
It was the following day,
somanda,
in the morning,
around 9 to 10 dal.
around 9 to 10.
Wotu moy tara fi wo jimban din koto solo bojang.
That's the time they went to sit under a small veranda, Solo Bojang.
Solo bojang fele sirinteng.
He was sitting.
Follow futanka kew fele sirinteng.
There was one Futanka man.
Ndenga muta
who was
memula
sitting.
boshiti.
The man I thought who was their boss,
Wobe sirin koma bina wulang babula katlin nating.
he was sitting behind me with a red horn in his house, in
Nkai
his
man
hand,
kemen titeng
which
kien
he
dino
was
law.
pointing at me. I told him, what I am not. You cannot make me to be that.
Wotu mo solo boja ye telephone nyin cika.
That was the time when Solo Bojang went on the phone.
Mobile nyin memba bula ya jame call.
The mobile he had, he called Yaya Jammeh.
Mfongole ya jame diam kama katu nyimba ngukang. Hani fome ni meruda kunun. Anim
I
bitel.
heard Yaya Jammeh talking. Even if those who were born in this country, whether you are born even yesterday
Wala ma diam kama moy.
or today, those people will be ones
Italon na kwat leka diam.
who cannot understand when he's talking. They will not know.
Bare ntolmen na wulu ntolmen fong yala katu antela siata.
But we who were here when he was born, because I am older than him, we will know.
Na diam mutan kamo le bare wotu matle matra banko bele mobe ka kan sutele ko nyina mo ya jame.
Because during those days, if he talks, everybody will recognize his voice to say that this man is Yaya Jammeh.
Kabira akola akaye ko.
When he was called,
When
Akaye tlolo.
he called
that
him, he
listen.
said to him, listen.
Ako
He said-
nya ko diam. Ngai
So-
me mune fola.
I asked him, what am I going to say?
Ya ko nya ko buale mote.
That's the time when he himself said, he said that you are a witch.
Ngai fale mbuara ni ba.
I told him that it is your mom and dad.
Otumo solo boja wuta ya entlo busa.
I told him that it is your mom and dad who are witches and wizards.
Yembute
That's the
back.
time when Solo Bojang got up and gave me a nasty slap. They beat me there mercilessly.
Yembute bak.
They beat me very well.
Ngame tul fanga muta kom fatal.
In
Yen
fact,
sambe tatam fay.
I thought that they themselves thought that I was dead. So they took me there and threw me somewhere.
Mbita mame nka fo jang.
My-
Wala kata njube kata kana.
My in-law, whom I was talking about, was the person who goes to look at me and come back.
Wala ko le natna mindi kotake.
After that, they made me drink this medicine again.
Akola ta bake mbulu.
It was very
Ay na
hard.
dunia
to
fongola
do.
tinya mbulu dunia.
It really spoiled even my life in this world.
And Mr. Sane, I would just like to know who was asking these questions and what they were asking.
Ako,
I'm sorry, Mr. Sane, are you okay?
ako, ebe jele ba, Mr. Sane.
Akwese haketu.
Mr. Sane, are you ready to proceed?
Mr. Sana, if pare de la bam pour nga
Ade
tendem
pare
ba.
na.
Yes, I am ready.
I know that this is very difficult for you,
Now long konyin kole at back.
but we will finish with your testimony very soon.
Sambe me pare le la diamo la. Ya sere andiro la.
And I apologize for having to ask you all of these questions and making you go through all of those feelings and emotions
E
that you
haka dani la
felt
pour que ñini
at the
kany
time.
ñini karol be la me yalan ko ñini kar ko la ngol lem ñokam ke blandi ñokam ni kam.
Na ngalo ne la do ko le mo foti nyinin ka.
I know that it's part of your job. You have to ask me.
Foti nyinin ka.
Yeah, it's your job.
Ni lo kwera doron.
I'm just feeling so upset
Ni nga manke semboti. Wo
because
tembo mpona nyonke o taw kelana.
I know that they will had the power in their hands. But I knew that a man like me wouldn't have done that to me.
Indeed, Mr. Sane. And I just wanted to know who was asking you questions on that particular day before the phone was handed over to the individual you say was Yaya Jame to speak to. Who was the one directing the questions at you, and what questions were you asked? Were they asking you?
La fita londal don jumale be ñini ka kan ñini karol la no janning telefono ñimbe na ka di am mola me ya e telefono di menna ye mem mo diamo la fita lonna jumale be ñini ka kan
Fula jaw membe sirin koma. Wala ka diamu solo bo janko nye ka fo nye ko ya fo buwala munti nkan taw ko manga buwala.
It was the fuller man sitting behind me who talks, and whatever he says, Solo Bojang will tell me that the man said, you should say that you are a witch. I told him that I will not say that because I'm not a witch.
And you also mentioned that Solo Bojang was communicating with Yaya Jame on the phone.
ya fo jam fanan ko solo bojan benu diam kan Yaya Jame telefono mobile o
Ha kabir ngodi amu fenkere wodo da kola kay ko it lolo nyin.
Well, it was after that discussion that the time when he was called and he told him, listen to this man.
And how were you able to hear what was being said on the telephone?
iti ya lon no nyaadi le membe fo iti ya lon no nyaadi membe fo kan mobile o
Woto mo kunya le botan kunna folo kala. Bayri ning ate mo manja fa menakiri nyora.
By that time, I had already recovered from the first bout of drinking, and we were sitting very close to one another. This is why I was able to.
Ibe nakiri mbake na de.
In fact, we were sitting very close to one another.
Wote ati na ngalon ko. Kabira mo waro bon kabira diamu ta ngadiam ko ma anara kila speaker.
That was why I had, the moment he started talking, I heard the voice. In fact, he later put the mobile on loudspeaker so that I can hear what was being said.
Akafa ko kunta koy mo kendo le nati nyede kata nyama to le nati. Nka inte nyama ma.
He told him, I told you to bring sane people for me. Now you go and bring a madman for me. I told him that I'm not mad.
And how were you able to recognize Yaya Jame's voice?
Yaya Jame kangonye ya sudie no nyaadi le
Wallahi ngalo mbake. Akangu.
I swear.
Ma mo ma lo ngo nyama de bara kangu. Ngodo nan kon katulu radio la moy len.
I swear I recognize his voice. I know his voice very well because I used to hear his voice.
And would you say that the whole point of this exercise of getting you to drink the concoction
Amunta akitale ko ni mume obe ko membe tamata je pour danko do rete si boromi.
Ha.
Yes.
Sorry, my question wasn't complete.
Okay.
Would you say that the point of this entire exercise of drinking the concoction, being asked to confess that you're a witch?
Amunta boru mingo ni mume obe ya kenyele kama purite si sonko e mubuale.
Ha kon sa fo kon te mo buale.
Yes. They said I should say that I am a witch.
Okay, thank you very much.
barka
And did you confess?
fo ina na sonne ban ka fo mu buwaldi ban
Wala kirade. Bari ngani ne foy ko buwa to la tolo nte malong.
Till in the
Ato den
next,
tulo dal dawla bari nana maji.
till in the next
Mammel
word.
lon te keno lawti.
But till in the next word, but not here. I told them I don't even know what is a witch. Maybe you people know, you the guys saying it.
And you said you were beaten
andu ko yeli pale
Ake.
Very well.
and given more of the concoction to drink.
Akundu ye boro nyin lafe yende.
Ha.
Yes.
And was this also that you could confess to the fact that you were a witch?
And yimbe ko la ya kemen kama wala nyidi police sondron ko
It was all because of that, so that I can just say that I am a witch.
And how long did you spend in Kanilai?
Ye wadi jelle ke Kanilai?
2 days.
And during those 2 days, were you given anything to eat or drink?
O telefulo nyimbe kono fo e fen domoro dila ba warando jio pour
hani ya natide mami madom nammi ngoka ke nintara wato min alansaro kata wolu ne yembula o fona mina boyola kedo be mbalaji o be nyimbe ngoto jak.
Yes, there
mbarinde malam wala muta.
I had a nephew there who was with me there. In fact, it was him who was helping me to catch me. But whatever they offered, I didn't take. That was the person who helped me to go and have some water somewhere else to drink. That was at the mosque where they used to pray. I can remember that.
And during that time, were you allowed to leave at any point?
Even if I was allowed to go away, I cannot go by myself.
And what about the people that you had come with from Sintet? What happened to them?
The same thing.
The same thing happened to all of them. What happened to me is what happened to them. It was suffering. We were treated like a donkey.
And apart from those who came from Sintet, were there any other people who had come with you from surrounding villages?
Yeah, 2 to 3 people. I can remember them. One is from a village called Bandumba in Casamas. One is from Nyamina. One is from Sutu Sinjang. He's a carver, the fellows who carve woods. One was also there. I forgot the 3 I previously mentioned are men, but the last one, the 4th person, was an old woman.
And were they captured from Sintet or from their villages?
They were all captured in Sintet. In fact, there were some people who were in Sintet to come and pay condolences to their relatives where somebody passed away.
And apart from those that were captured from Sintet and brought to Kanilai, did you meet any other people from other villages when you got there, or perhaps were others from other villages brought after you got there?
Hanni yake fana o man retara mbe dunia kono wayatara ngamira hanni man fa fana bare tudar lakira la banda
even if that happened, I cannot recall, because there came a time when I was completely unaware of whatever was going on the surroundings, because I was not aware of myself at the time.
Can you tell us what led to your release?
I think they themselves felt sorry for me. So I think they thought that if we don't release this man, he might die here. That's the time when we were released. Those who spent 2 days there, we were many, not only me. I cannot call names, but I can say that half of Sintet were left there who were also made to drink.
So all of you were not released together?
No, we were not released together. Those who didn't drink this medicine were released on that very day. They didn't drink.
But
all those who drank spent 2 days there.
And could you tell us the number of those who drank? Would you say they were about half, less than half, or more?
Fo isa fo no nye mo nanga mo men nyim borol ming. Fo at bo jellem fa e tanala bam fo mo talante bang.
Isa half of be amin. Wama men share out. Nta nanka mo for no mo jella men bara share back.
I can say that half of us who were taking there drank the medicine. And I cannot estimate how many people, but half of those who were captured drank this medicine. Those who didn't drink, they were removed there and taken away around the It was our former councillor Moduba who came there with his father to come and collect some people from the place and take them away.
And
but those who didn't drink stayed there.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. After you were released, can you tell us what condition you were in?
Mantra kende aran kabiri be mbula woto mo fambi ka tamano dunia ka kem fetene teng kamta dingolle be cindi nyat nimbita kantingo fetene kata.
When I was released, it was even difficult for me to walk because when I was walking, it looked like if there were holes in front of me. My legs were not steady. I was walking like a drunken person.
And in terms of your health, what was the situation?
Ela jara kende ara kalora. Ela ko nyimbe nu nyaadi de.
Anim bitem. Intel sanne kolera ko otumoto. Akokola lungulu nende sasa kakaf.
From that day up to date, it's getting worse. My health has been going backwards. I can say that my condition is deteriorating more and more and more. Every day, 1 week, the following week, I am at Buyam. I have to go to the hospital in Buyam. The type of medicine they give me, I will drink it and go away.
Have you been diagnosed with any particular illness?
Fo kabri ye korosi doctor oli jube fo ina na kuran sude jato kono la ba
kabri yembula folo kentara hamadi ali ala ko ndoma en sambol.
When I was released newly, my younger brother took me to the Ahmadiyya hospital.
I men nanka mo joje de molonde bare lume yembula kanillay a samo suba drive o membe yaay ka fa cekun sar wala mbula ndala moto la kan samba Hamadia lopitan da injindi wala imdundi kono.
The day I was released, the following day, there was a driver called Kekun Sar. He was the man who came and picked me on board his vehicle and took me to the hospital. When we arrived at the hospital, I found my younger brother there. He took me to the doctor. The doctor said, let me not stand in the queue. Let me go inside, right inside. When I went in, he came in with his instruments and he started checking my body, putting his instruments on my body. He told them to take me to the other place. He followed me there. We went in there. Those also checked me. They looked at me, my condition, somewhere using machines and so on.
Mr. Bori.
He called my younger brother, Mr. Bori, and called him.
Samba science ye borke saba. Ya samba bare kamo be dame ani moto de dame kamo men. Ya samba ja kay ni ngar no ay bit lola sindeta ka be fal.
He told my brother, take him to a place and give him these 3 tablets. Let him drink them. But let him be somewhere near the toilet. If this man had spent the rest of the day in Sintet, he will die. He made something clear to him, told him that before he drinks this, make sure that you have a toilet where he will be able to use alone. When I drank those 3 tablets,
ala la lonte ka membo ni to fongo malu ni je camera kembo kunto ko le ka bon kono kono.
Only Allah knows what the things that come out of me. If you see them, you will think that they are made of coal.
Adu woti sabu me man fendo mo man kini bulanda na man ke potot.
And within those 2 days, I drank only milk. Only 3 tins of milk I drank. I was unable to eat any other food. From that day up to this present moment, I'm treating myself.
Did you sustain any injuries as a result of the beatings you received at Kanilai?
Hani ka fo kabri woli parol jinkete balo bala fo inar na marka dol soto balo bala bang yemen kela Kanilai ba
baladi mode hani binno be nyura balo bla njoram be ka futano nyim nying mbika afenke no ay futam bulo bay yelipo men ke nyim bulo la ko ma kadinta fo mo mira.
It's just body pain I am feeling. Up to this minute, my body pains me all over my body. I feel pains anywhere. Even my hands, sometimes there are other parts of certain parts of my body where my hands can't even reach. So I am still having this effect on me. All over my body is paining. Where I am right now, my waist, only Allah knows its condition, plus me who is feeling the pain.
And who do you hold responsible for everything that you have gone through?
ila miroro jondi ya miroro de amira jumal marate la nyi dimola men laate kam
ya jamme.
And why do you hold him responsible for
mane ya
your
sabu ko yedu yatale jalay ko woni men
atle mbute
He was the man who beat me.
Bayre nala atle kan way mbute awrat le mbute
Because he gave orders for them to beat me. Then it was he who beat me.
Do you know who gave orders for the concoction to be given to you?
yalla na jumale kango nyindi pour nyimbori joni pour yadi ba
man sake bayat le marta gambera banko la wutuma.
It was the ruler. He was
na mafo atakela.
He was the head of state of the country. If he didn't order it, it wouldn't have happened.
And after you returned home, did you suffer any stigma as a result of any label that may have been attached to you?
ako bere inar na sey su kono men keda sindir sa do kono fo inar na kolya ko dol sorolo ba me alon ko yemen kela e kanilla sa do kono mo fo inar na kolya ko so de balol bala ban di mol waran na nyol
kolya ku nyaadi
Amunta tesiro molu ke jube nya façon menna ani ke mutamen.
hani
No.
hani woli yellon ne yalla no ko manke buwat.
Those people know me. They know that I'm not a witch.
Ganjube akang modana ma fo nyakuma kono hani mamadu ndana man fi yalla. They
didn't look at me with those eyes. Even my grandchildren, they don't teach me about those things. I thank Allah.
And what about the other people that you had gone with? Did everyone survive? What happened to them at Kanilai?
mo ko tan tol dum ini men bora nyola kata Kanilai fo ibaluta le bang o ko la bang ko ni ko rin ko
nga defangola hakil to e memuta mo tang anin killing o mo tang anin saba wala be fato kabir mbota Kanilai do mbota je wo mun defangola mutole.
As far as I can remember, up to 12 to 13 people died, as far as I can remember. In fact, one of them was my wife.
Kabiri ya min di dame ashita dame nte fongola walingi wotu mon tamam mi nga walingi ashita nya tiltili bora dame adama ndi am ko ta fa kata furo.
In fact, when I saw him when I saw her after she drank this medicine, she sat down and faced towards the east. When I saw her, I personally went to her, but she did not even open her mouth to say anything until the minute she died.
Nyindolu karkilim fula poku doyefa.
1 month, 2 months, one dies. Every 1 or 2 months, someone will die. We were all like that. We were all seeking treatment. It's just that our time has not yet reached to die. But Yaya Jammeh had already killed us.
And you have already mentioned your wife. You had said earlier that she was not at home when you were taken. Can you tell us how she came to Kanilai? Please wait for the interpretation.
Sorry.
That's all right.
ya fo jam ko num ko ila muso andu folo folo nyina dal ya fo jam molen ko ila muso ten so ko naje ko nyin be kala wato men
koto mala musola man ken tafon la wife.
It wasn't my personal wife. It was my elder brother's wife.
I'm sorry, I only, I didn't know that you had other wives apart from the wife that you mentioned.
Ngato dilan. Apa ko ngato diala nu command.
He said he gave you her name before.
And what is the name of the woman? Can we have some sort of clarification?
I cannot call the name right now.
Indeed, thank you very much. I believe she is one of the people that you have written on the protected information sheet. And at a later date, we will help the commissioners to identify which name it is that you're referring to so that they can understand. Because I'm aware of the fact that you're not literate, so you will not be able to pick out the name from the information sheet. And what about your family? Can you tell us what impact your experience has had on them?
Silang ila dimba la karola fo isa fo no nyol fana na karola nyina na mu kule sabu ima
yo ay lan juro men sabu ma jawarta bak.
The suffering I encountered was too much.
Nka dinke kilimo men fo wala la karantinya mala karamo jono because mi ka do ku keno.
My only son who was going to school had to leave school because I was unable to pay his school fees because I cannot walk.
Nkanyin do ma men fo na nte fon na dimbal be marli wala bul karambo njoti tano kotake.
My younger brother that I mentioned came to be responsible for me and my whole family. He was taking care of us, so I don't think he was able to pay my son's school fees. So this is how he had to leave school. Right now, he is not going to school. So I was unable to pay fees for him to go back to school. So what I did lastly was I took him to somebody and I told that person to help him so that he can learn to be a skilled worker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sane. We have come to the end of your testimony.
Mr. Sane.
I will now refer you to the commissioners for any questions they may have. And you will be given an opportunity to say any final words. Any final words you may wish to make. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hand over the witness to you.
Thank you very much, my counsel, and thank you, Mr. Sane, for your testimony.
Abarka bake council, abarka bake Mr. Sane, memuite seedoti ila seedaniro remendijam.
We share your pain.
Ila koleyal nying mbele ata ngatala nyotema.
And the difficulties you endured in the hands of very wicked perpetrators.
Kolea kol men soto mol bulu me alon ko mo jawolle me alon ko mo jawolle mu ku baralla jawolle.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
Commissioner ni nyini kare be membuli si bulo wulendi.
Bishop, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman.
Bishop Odiko wole ke nyini ka.
Mr. Karamusani.
Ako Mr. Karamusani.
How old is your son?
Dimma be sanji jelle.
Saya be sanji mo sur le say.
He should be around 20 years now.
Thank you.
Ako numbara.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, Mr. Sane, if you have any final remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
Say wairi nyinin kar la do man soto Mr. Sane Silang. ifana bella fila kumolu menu banke la jang kadiamu gambian koliye kamolu yamari nyantam fansambala nyame silang e ifanansi o kuma kangolu fomoli
alhamdulillah rabbil
I thank Allah the Almighty.
alhamdulillah rabbil
I thank the Almighty 3 times.
Gambian kolo fonga sabarota
Gambian people, we have to try and bear.
nimitata foka bang
We have already regretted.
nga nyato bayndi
Let's look forward.
nga munya nyoye
Let's forgive each other and bear for each other.
nga hakilo to politiko to bake
Let's be mindful of politics.
nga hakilo to politiko to bake
Let's be mindful of politics.
Gambia politicianolu
Gambian politicians,
menu be nyato
those who are ahead of us,
isi hakilo to bake
let them be mindful.
yen tolbe no mara
We, the subjects,
imam ficiandi
they are not better than us.
ala le para so dila
It's only Allah who gave them the position.
isi wakili ye nengomuta
Let them try and control their tongues,
ntemu forolti
saying, I am a freeborn.
nengole ike foroti
It is your tongue which can make you a freeborn.
kad mome sang
But nobody, because nobody has bought you.
kunu ne sandrobe ker mbar binde sandro watito
It was in the former days that people buy human beings. But today that is not existing.
ya jame kar worole fonto le banko moluye
Yeah, Jammeh told us 6 months. That's what he told the Gambian people.
sanyi mo wannen fula
Then it became 22
gambian
years.
ko dan fana nga nyaayele bang
Gambian people, let's open our eyes.
kana mo nya kono jube
Let's not look into anybody's eye.
nga ñew ju korosi
Let's look at one another.
hada mo tabira korosi bari ala de
Human beings should pass that stage, lack of scrutiny.
ni mo korosi
If you scrutinize somebody,
karamo mo molete mo ñena lala men na lu korosi
Karamo is somebody whom people should believe, then look at me properly.
alin korosi baake na kuma kan jube anin kenya kata nyaadi
Look at me properly, my spoken word and my behavior.
nde mandin kolete
I am a Mandinka.
al kana fo kon karamo mandin kolete ha nga fasa to nyaate mbul
Don't say that Karamo is a Mandinka. Let's stand by him when I don't have the truth.
na
No.
kenya nin kam kuntumol kono nyaadi kamul musul ha nyaadi
Let's look at me, how I behave with people, how I deal with people, what happens between me and people.
kilim fula saba be ko mbetarle
1, 2, 3. When they say that I am good, then I am good.
beta balia mina fintla mintore nin tata fon yo meta
To be a bad person will only appear when the staying gets longer.
fonga sabarotade
Let's bear it for each other.
politician on te daji ko bayla
Politicians will not
bar
stop
ndol men be
their
bun
habit.
killing
But we living together,
ali nga hakilo to nyoto
let's be mindful of each other.
ali nga hakilo to nyoto
Let's be mindful of each other.
ndol la ka nyobade
We bury one
ndol
another.
la ka nyokulli
We
Ikanan dundi nyola.
Christian each other. Let them not put us one against the other.
gambia banko
Gambia, the country of the
atol
Gambia.
sise kundan kolu
You Sisekunda people,
bayla to lem tuwa karani ngoto biit le ma nyinu nyaata janke bat
You
tuwa karani
are-
le nyim bankunti nya
you are the people who went to school. It is those who went to school who spoiled this country.
ndol la bangun bi ya to nya fa ubaliya be nyin tuwa karani ngon atol len dungato
The lies being peddled in this country are done by
anin modo ina
those
kal ko
who
bi
went to
nyim
school.
mo nyimmalti samal ko akototal
Because you are the people who will say, today Mr. So-and-so is a fine person, tomorrow they'll say, no, he's
ali nga
old.
sabari wala
Let's be
alin tol
and
tuje
stop that.
ndol wato men man karang
Leave
mo
us.
mo tan sidino la
Because we didn't go to school, nobody can tie me for that.
barali nga sabar nyoy nga bula tol no ma bang bari nga namo jo nga namo jo atolle
Let's bear and follow
barale
you
men
people,
fonya ali wakila ali oke
because we pay taxes. But please,
bar nal ma kenye
fulfill your
songo wulla
promises.
no man de
Fulfill your promises for us. If you don't
nal
do
ma
that,
ke
if you don't do that,
songo wulla no mal
well, quarreling will start
ali
behind you.
men fonya lake
Always fulfill
continue
your
ali bon
promises.
tema ntol ka nyo futu
Try and remove yourselves
bar bi
between
nit
us.
ndan tolla sinde
But today, if you come into Sintet,
ibe dun nyim bundo kono jang
You go into this house.
mba kilim fa kilim nyo ni man dungala bun kono wamba inade dundala wamba dundala bun kono ni finda je ndeta ko ni pati kilim.
If you go into even my brother's house from the same mother and father, you come out there, you fail to go into my house, I will say that, well, they are in the same party, that's why. And we suckled the same breast. Let's forgive one another. Let's forgive one another. Ya Jame has gone. What he did, Allah will repay him. But even if I die today, before, if I die, I will bend. But now, if I die, I will stretch. Because what was in my heart, I have revealed it out. Today, even if I die today, I will give thanks to Allah. Even my children, they will not regret. But I am sick. I want to highlight that. I am sick. May Allah reward all of us. May Allah reward all of us. May Allah reward all of us. In the name of the Holy Prophet, this is what I have to say.
Mr. Sane,
Mr. Sane, please forgive. The school goers will ask you a question. You said something 2 to 3 times today. That's what I want you to explain to me. To remove the seeds of the maize from its cob. Does it heal a hard thing or what? That day, I wanted to eat couscous. I wanted them to take that maize to the pounding machine, or so that when after it's pounded, they can cook couscous out of it for me. Because that day my wife was away. And I believe that she will spend 2 to 3 days away. That's why I wanted to eat couscous. I took out that maize.
Baraka, thank you all very much indeed. We will resume our proceedings tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, here in Sibanor. Thank you all very much indeed. Meeting is adjourned.